Wholeness, thank you for being here. I'm Mark Roman with Muscle Mentality, and this is how to deal with everything, the 30-day challenge. How to deal with everything that a human being experiences. Now, yesterday on day 19, we spoke about all-knowing, the states of all-knowing, the states of out of thinking, just being in the moment, present in your consciousness, sovereign in your consciousness, capable, and knowing that whatever direction that you go, you are good. You are taken care of because you know, and you know that you know, even if you don't have to think about how you know. You move, and every cell, every molecule in your body moves in like fashion. There is no dissonance, there is no conflict. You move in one direction and you go because you know. Now today is day 20, and all knowing really comes into today because today is about muscling your reality. This is something I say, muscle your reality, like muscle mentality. Muscle your reality means to take control of your reality, to take energy and move and really flex and stretch it. That your reality is the basis of you. That you are the basis for your reality, that everything emanates from you. So in order to change your reality, you gotta muscle it. You gotta muscle yourself. So when we talk about the physical body and exercise, and you're talking about your muscles, think about your muscles for a second. There's something that you go and exercise. You exercise, like when you say an exorcism, you take something out. You taking energy out, breaking down your muscles so that you can build them up at later time and be ready for more challenge and more obstacle. You are stressing your body so that you will be ready for more stresses in the future. Muscle your reality. Take the challenges head on. Take the obstacles head on. Your mind is a muscle. Your energetic body is a muscle. It has muscles. When you take on more energy, it's too much at first. But by playing with it and working with it and practicing with it, it becomes able to be maintained, and then you can hold more energy. Even your mind, you go to school and practice these abstract concepts and you practice these abstract thoughts. You hold massive amounts of information in your brain so that you could be tested at a later date. Now, I'm not agreeing with everything schools do, but the fact is that your mind is being worked to such a degree that you can take on more. Your mind can hold more by the end of it. Your mind can process more, or just do more, or execute more. Your spirit, your soul, you can exercise it. And by exercising, I mean we clear it. We face every pain head on. Every emotional pain, every emotional trauma, anything that was hard to forgive, any judgment that we have against ourselves or another, we face it head on. Because we are muscling our reality and we don't have time. We are not going to allow something in our awareness to go along without being touched. And this is the trait, the quality of an adult, of an adept. Someone who knows, they see it in their awareness and they act on it. Immature is not an age. Adept, adult is not an age, it's a quality of being. So again, consciousness is awareness and choice. But if you are aware of something and choose not to act on it, then you still got room to grow. So when you muscle your reality, you take all the best parts of you and you put it on display. You take all the best parts of you and you put it out there and you open your heart. It takes muscle to open your heart. It takes muscle to drop all the nonsense. It takes muscle to meditate. It takes muscle to sit alone with your thoughts into the deepest parts of your heart where nobody else has been, and just sit with yourself. It takes muscle to sit when you're bored. And it takes muscle to exercise your body physically. But a lot of times, talking about, let's say, cardiovascular exercise, running. Instead of cardiovascular or aerobic exercise, I call it persistence exercise. Persistence. How persistent are you? Because you are actually training an aspect of your being. How long you can keep up. How long you can keep going. Your stamina. So how persistent are you? A lot of people, their mind goes doing exercise before their body goes. And I know this for a fact. I'm a personal trainer. I've been training for 3 years, and I know people will give up before their body fails. People will give up when there's more discomfort in their mind. Just the signals that they're getting from their body is overwhelming for them, but their body can keep going. and you notice it because they're able to take a rest for 30 seconds. What do you think really happened in 30 seconds? And then you're able to keep going. So ask yourself, where else in your life are you quitting before you worked out the gauges? Like you depleted your reserve. When did you? And I'm not saying deplete at all times. Remember, we're talking about preserving your energy, but also directing it towards your intentions, directing it towards your purpose, creating your reality at will, your willpower, your intention. So you direct it. So you train. In meditation, it's training. It's training yourself to hold your purpose. Breath work is training yourself. How much air can you hold? How much energy can you hold? Chakra yoga, activating the chakras from the bottom up. How much energy can you hold so that when you get out there into the world, you are premeditated? You understand when they say that's a that crime was premeditated, and that's why it's considered more of a dramatic effect, and that's why they give you more of a dramatic sentence, because it was premeditated. When you walk out into the world with premeditated intent, you are a problem. You are someone who is aligned, and you know exactly what you're going for. You don't fall off course, and you've trained for this. Your mind, straight and narrow. You are an arrow, and you are also a bow, a bridge for others. This is where the compassion comes in. You can serve yourself, but do you have the muscle to serve others? Muscle your reality, your physical muscle, your energetic muscle, your mental muscle, your spiritual muscle. These are the bodies that we have, at least. We are still learning about the human nature, the human potential. So muscle your reality. Take it by the horns. Take it by the horns. Go in the direction of your purpose. If you see something going wrong or out of balance in your awareness, in your experience within you, don't let it go. For how long will you let it go for? Until it becomes a real problem? You're gonna keep judging someone and you notice it, but you're like, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna just keep gossiping. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal until you realize that you created a character identity for yourself that is always judging people. And it's actually locking you out of experiences with others. It's actually locking you out of experiences with yourself. And now every time you go into meditation, you recognize the judgment and how the judgment is holding you back from going deeper within yourself. It goes deep, people. I'm trying to tell you, family, I'm trying to tell you, you gotta take ownership for this. You are sovereign within your soul, but the sovereignty comes with responsibility. You must do the work. I invite you to do the work. And I'm here with you, always doing the work, always becoming more, always becoming better. And at the same time being at peace with where I am, in wholeness. And we embrace wholeness. Wholeness, to see something without duality, to see the whole, requires muscle. Requires the compassion to not just judge someone as that's a bad person and that's a good person. Just taking the information for what it is. Deprogramming requires muscle. Muscle to let go. Letting go requires muscle. And such a muscle where you just relax. Relaxation is an aspect of muscle. Relaxation of being able to just let go. But you must train these muscles. You must become aware of your body. Are you aware of your mind? Are you familiar with the mind? Are you familiar with the dynamics and how it works? Many people aren't even familiar with the dynamics of their physical body and what the skin is really feeling like and what it really feels like to walk with every articulation in your foot. To speak from the deepest parts of your lungs, to breathe into the deepest parts of your lungs, to breathe into your lower back. We have pockets in our lower back that fill up with air. Why do you think the doctor puts the stethoscope on your back to listen to if you can breathe properly? We have so much potential that we are still understanding or understanding, just breathing consciously. But you gotta muscle your reality. You gotta take it by the horns. You gotta go with intention. There's nothing in your awareness that you are shying away from. You are going. You're choosing to be responsible for everything of self. And all is self. We need more of you here. Thank you for being here. This was day 20, Muscle Your Reality. This is going to be a topic that will be revisited often. And I want to say here, day 20, I am so thankful to have gotten this far. And I want to divulge that this video series started because I decided to write a book called Muscle Mentality, How to Deal with Everything. And so to get out of my mind and muscle my reality and say, I'm gonna write this book. I said, let me get out of my mind and do a 30-day challenge and do a video a day, because I'm not sure how this book is gonna come together, but I'm gonna do a video a day and the ideas are gonna run, and I'm gonna hear from people. I'm gonna hear feedback and say, what did they enjoy? What did they like? What did they receive? And what worked and what didn't work? What did you feel? I hope these videos have been providing something for you on your path, on your spiritual path, on your personal path, on your path of personal growth, personal development, because they will be culminated into a book. And this book is coming soon. So thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow for day 21. Wholeness.